What is going on, Pacer Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice Pacers. Guys, they had another game last night, and the Pacers defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder at home 126 to 112. Now, granted, some of the best players for Oklahoma City did not play in this game, so we have to take this one with a grain of salt for sure. Shy didn't play, and I think one other person didn't play as well. So it was certainly not one of those games where, you have to look at it and say, oh, we beat them at their best. We didn't, right? It was definitely a game where they were down a couple good people, but the Indiana Pacers still took care of business, did win a game in which they had a chance to forget missing some of their best players. Again, the Oklahoma City Thunder are a very good basketball team this year. So it will definitely take these as much as we can. And, it was a very close game too. It was within 5 points, even midway through the, we were only up 10 midway through the second, and even had a chance where it started coming back in the third quarter where the Thunder just wouldn't let go. But then once the late third came around, the Pacers started having a 10-point lead and just really didn't let it go at that point. So great job by the Pacers here to take care of business. Looking at the stats for the game, Pacers shot 52%. Oklahoma City Thunder shot 49%. Pacers shot 43% from three, and the Thunder only shot 27. So definitely a much bigger contrast there in the 3-point percentages. That was one of the main things that kept the Pacers alive. Both teams shot over 80%. The Pacers actually shot 90% from the free throw line. Both teams had 39 rebounds. Pacers led the way with 30 assists to the Thunder's 24. Total turnovers about the same. Fast break points about the same. The Thunder had about 12 more points in the paint than the Pacers did. But overall, it was a very tightly contested game for the whole part of this game. So definitely a great game to see if you were there. Shout out to my brother who actually was there. Hey, listen, dude, I know you didn't have some of your best players, but suck it, all right? But anyway, man, we go ahead and keep moving here. First shout out to Tyrese Halliburton, who last night with his 11 assists, then passes, it would end up having the most assists in a single season by a Pacer in franchise history. So Tyrese Halliburton, who is having a fantastic year this year, ends up making history last night over the Oklahoma City Thunder. So what a great way to cap that game off with being put in the history books. Fantastic work there by Tyrese Halliburton. We can go ahead and get into the numbers. Looking at this, Pascal Siakam led the way with 21 points. Also had 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Shot 80% from the field. Aaron Naismith, 25 minutes, had 17, 4 and 1 with 1 steal. Also shot 60% from the field. Miles Turner back in this game, 16 points on 18 minutes, shot over 50% from the field, had 3 rebounds, and only 1 steal and 1 block. Didn't play as many minutes as he normally does, which is fine. We know that he's still trying to get back from that injury to his hand, but he did get the start and did have some productive minutes. And then Nembhard had 27 minutes, only had 3 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Was actually the worst on the team when it came to the plus minus of everyone. Nembhard's definitely been having a struggle lately. Tyrese Halliburton with 36 minutes, the highest of all the starters, did not have a great night shooting, did have only 8 points, but had 2 rebounds and 11 assists and 1 steal. So Siakam, Naismith, Turner of the starters all did their jobs. Nembhard and Halliburton had a little bit more difficult time. But then the bench for the Indiana Pacers is where it came alive. Some great performances here by these guys. Obi Toppin, fantastic day, actually led the Pacers in total rebounds, which probably would have ultimately went to Miles Turner if Miles Turner hadn't been on a numbers restriction. But Obi Toppin played 25 minutes in this game, which actually tied for Naismith for the most, were the lowest when it comes to the starters. But he had 15 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and a block, and shot 60% from the field. Was a plus 18 on the day. Jalen Smith, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Also shot 50% from the field on 13 minutes, plus 11 there. Doug McDermott actually got some time in today or yesterday. 12 minutes, 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Was a plus 14, shot 50%. Isaiah Jackson, only 11 minutes, but did get 4 points and 2 blocks. TJ McConnell, again, the leader of the bench unit. 16 points on 21 minutes, shot over 50% from the field, had 5 rebounds and 10 assists, also had a block. The influence of a TJ McConnell simply cannot be understated. TJ McConnell is the leader of that bench unit, and he is being as productive as anyone out there that comes off the bench anywhere in the NBA. This dude's averaging over 15 points, averaging around 15 points a game off the bench now, maybe even higher at this point. And the other things he's able to do, he gets rebounds. He gets a good number of assists like he did this last night. And he's just such a guy that a lot of other teams could probably afford to maybe have as a starter as a point guard somewhere. I mean, this guy is not going to kill you with splash threes, but he's able to control an offense. And that's exactly what the Pacers need when Halliburton comes off the court. And not to mention, he was the highest plus minus with a plus 22 while on the court. So TJ McConnell definitely had himself a great night. So again, the Thunder were undermanned in this game, but the Indiana Pacers took care of business. They did what they had to do. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. Pacers still currently sitting at the 6th seed. Can they make it to the 5th seed over the Orlando Magic with the few games left that they have? But thank you guys so much for tuning in. And as always, go Pacers.